Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here, and today we're going to look at something pretty special from the Royal Mint. So this is one of the new release coins, one of the Bullion coins that's come out. This is the American Eagle and the British Lion. So we've got the American Eagle and British Lion here all the way from the Royal Mint. So I thought I'd have a look at this and see and have a look at this pretty cool design and coin. So having a look and just seeing what I think of this, and do I think it's going to be a pretty cool coin to collect. I must admit, when I had a look at it online, it did look pretty cool, but I definitely want to see it in real person. So this comes from almost like a bit of a series that they've come out of the Royal Mint. So we had this one here, which is the Britannia and the Liberty. So that's a pretty cool one, and then this is almost like the next point of the series where they've got the Lion and the Eagle. So let's have a close look at this one and go through some of the key facts and details, and let's also have a look at the quality from the Royal Mint as well. I'm just hoping, I'm hoping there's no milk spots on this, but it's hard to see in that lighting, but we'll have a look. So I think yeah, that looks like some potential milk spots in the back of that already, but you know, not surprised from the Royal Mint. I do think there's a little bit of dullness in there, so I don't know if it's a bit of scuff mark or if it is a little bit milk spot, but we'll have a closer look later. So what, first of all, let's have a look at the Eagle. I think it looks quite majestic, just sitting there in the kind of foreground of the image. It looks kind of angry and strong, which is kind of the kind of image that you want to see when you're talking about the American Eagle. And then I like how they've got the line coming out, almost the paw coming out of the coin to hold the reef there. I think that's a pretty cool way of doing it. So it kind of makes the coin pop out a little bit more, where instead of just a stagnant picture, has come alive a little bit more, which I do think is a really good way of doing the design. They've definitely done, like, if you can get a close look how they've done it, so it's like a frosted background with almost a proof-like finish with the animals, and then a very fine going around the whole edge. You've got your 3/9 fine 1 troy ounce of silver, so that's going around the edge there, so you know what it is. With the reef, I think it's pretty cool. And then here on the obverse, we've got King Charles. So I don't know if that's where my finger was, or if that's just dirty big. It's just, I think it's because it's quite Melbourne, quite warm in Melbourne today when I'm filming this, so they could also be adding to it as well. So yeah, you can definitely see King Charles there. Pretty standard picture that, or effigy that we're used to seeing already, but this is definitely pretty unique. So the designer is John M. Mercanti. He was a former chief engraver from the US Mint. So he's one of the key engravers from the US Mint. They've used him at the Royal Mint to design this coin. So both of these animals are quite iconic with the countries and instantly recognisable. When you look at these coins, you know exactly what kind of countries we're talking about when we look at them. And the key thing that they're trying to portray and come across is courage, strength, and freedom of those countries. So by portraying the animals, it's trying to portray those kind of feelings of those two countries together. So I think it's pretty cool having some of these unique coins. We're used to seeing, let's have a look at this one with the American Eagle. So this is the Type 2 Eagle that we have, and then we've also got the Type 1 Eagle there. So I think it's kind of almost a bit more of a copy of that one in regards. Obviously the Eagle's looking in a different direction, but where you got the Eagle looking one side, so you get the full beak of the Eagle, where this one here, it doesn't kind of signify that kind of strength that I think this one does when it comes to the Eagle, which I think is pretty cool. So I definitely like that one, the way they've depicted the Eagle in this one much better. And then the Lion with the mane, with the paw coming out, just Very, very cool. So I'd love to know what your thoughts are, and if you think it's a cool bullion coin to have as part of a kind of a collection with the Royal Mint and the UK Mint. So definitely think hopefully they keep this kind of thing going. It'll be interesting to see if they do anything with any other countries. Just imagine if we have chuck a kangaroo in there from Australia, that would be pretty cool to have that. Or we've got the Krugerrand one there with the Springboks. That would be pretty cool to have that. I'm not sure what other countries you can have other animals that are significant when it comes to bullion collecting. But I think these two are definitely, the Royal Mint and the UK Mints are probably the biggest to have together. So I think that's definitely something cool to have as part of a collection. Definitely adding with this one that's coming out this year as well, to have those two now together. Now you can definitely see the quality difference on this one here versus this one that I got only about a month ago. My gut feeling is that this one does have kind of a milk spotting over the coin. So just looking at that quality difference, where this one looks pretty good, this one definitely either has that or some other marks on there, which is a bit of a shame. So here's another one that I've had from 2024 already, and you can see the milk spots all on that. So unfortunately, it looks like out of almost 4 coins that I've got this year from the Royal Mint, when it comes to bullion, 2 of them have got milk spots on it. So a little bit disappointing to see that the Royal Mint are still not improving on their quality, because this would have been a really cool collectible coin, and definitely now it's just worth the kind of melt value when it comes to silver, with that kind of milk spotting that you can just see through it, which is not surprising. But I just wish the Royal Mint would get their act together. I know I definitely watch Backyard Bullion and all of his videos that he's doing on milk spotting, and also Bullion now. There's another, they do a lot of kind of videos talking about the Royal Mint and their quality issues, and this just goes to show, you know, every time I open up one of these packets, I like to do it live, because it's always kind of shows, or what are we going to get? You know, it's not been done after the fact. It's genuine, straight out of the packet, open. You can show that this is the kind of quality that unfortunately we are getting from the Royal Mint. So hopefully one day they start to watch these videos and realize how it does affect us as collectors. It's really quite disappointing to see this quality. I mean, this one's not so bad, but you can definitely see that kind of nice shine there. It's kind of dulled out a little bit with the milk spotting there, especially when you compare it to one that doesn't have it. You can see the difference in that one, where this one has this kind of white tinge around it. So that's what we're looking for when it comes to milk spotting. You can definitely see it there on the paw, and you see a couple of spots there that comes out. But nevertheless, it's pretty cool and unique coin to have, and hopefully one day I'll get a better quality. I'd love to know what your thoughts on it. Are you collecting these as part of a set yourself? Are you American or UK person that's looking to have it as part of your set, or are you just someone like myself from Australia that just thinks it's a cool iconic bullion coin to start adding to your collection? Like I said, I only got one. I'm not going to stack these in heavy numbers because they've got pretty high premiums on them to get them in the first place, but I think it's still pretty awesome to have. Please don't forget to click that subscribe if you want more videos on coin collecting. Thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll see you in my next video. Dan.